The best part of court reporting is the fact that it is probably the most interesting job in the world. Working as a freelance reporter, I would go to different locations every day, meet different people, hear all kinds of testimony. It could just run the gamut. And so court reporters are great at cocktail parties because they know a little bit about a million different things. But it was just every day something different and something interesting. Two of the most interesting jobs that I had as a court reporter were working on the Space Shuttle Challenger investigation when that blew up in 1985. And then also I had the honor of being one of the captioners for Pope John Paul II's historic visit to St. Louis. And I recorded statements made by then President Clinton and Vice President Gore, the Pope himself. And it was really nerve-wracking because our captions were displayed on Jumbotron screens like you would see at a sporting event. And so any mistake I made would be in letters like a foot tall marching across the screen. But it was a wonderful experience to be a part of history. I would say my least favorite experience in the court reporting world was having to report night hearings. And these would be plan commission meetings or zoning board meetings. And I actually did find the whole concept of learning about the zoning process and also comprehensive plans for communities very interesting. But the problem with these jobs was that if there was an issue that was especially contentious, the audience would be filled with really angry people, and that made the job really difficult. And so one example I can think of is a medical waste incinerator petition, and the hearing board changed the location to the local junior high school auditorium to accommodate the size of the crowd. And I was sitting on the stage with the petitioner's attorney and an engineer witness who was going to describe the process involved in incinerating medical waste. And the audience was absolutely packed with people holding signs and chanting during the testimony. And so the attorney would have to cup his hands and say, "Please state your name for the record." And the witness would answer, "My name is Joe Blow." And so it was a really odd and difficult job. And so I got to the point where I could judge the difficulty of a night hearing simply by the number of cars in the parking lot when I arrived.